Hey, LS11 Universe, it is Ray here for the final one, ladies and gentlemen. The last night in NXT. Everything's on the table tonight. There will be no more NXT after tonight, ladies and gentlemen. While that is a somber note, we will go out with a bang here. And we're going to start the show off with an open challenge from the heart and soul of NXT, heart and soul of Black and Gold, Sami Zayn. He's come out here, he's declared he's going to have an open challenge because he would never ever miss a takeover, especially the very last one. And you have to wonder, Xander, who in the back is going to take an open challenge? Who in the NXT locker room wants that boost of kicking off this huge show here? Sami Zayn getting a massive ovation from the NXT Universe.
I'm not sure, Ray, but yes, hello everyone, Xander is here as well for the final stand of the Black and Gold brand here at the end. You're right, though, Ray. There's got to be a bunch of people who didn't make the cut tonight for the card, chomping at the bit to say they performed on the final night in NXT in the LS11 Universe.
Not to mention the possibility of a win over Sami Zayn to close out NXT.
That's right, because think about it like this. Once tonight is over, this Wednesday, we will find out where everyone on the Black and Gold brand is going.
And we'll have to record that. No, won't that be fun? We're recording this a week before the premiere of the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually, we're recording this 6 days before the premiere of the show.
Yeah.
So Sami Zayn has made his way to the ring. Who will be accepting the challenge? Oh my goodness.
Oh, Xander.
Ray, this man just 5 nights ago ran the gauntlet on Monday Night Raw and is 2 weeks away from challenging for the record-breaking title reign of Bobby Roode at SummerSlam. Tonight, Cesaro has come back to NXT for the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cesaro started here in LS11 Universe as an NXT guy, former NXT United Kingdom champion. The man has carved quite a legacy out for himself. And think about the insanity of the Swiss Cyborg, Xander. The man just ran an insane gauntlet on Monday night, and he's already out here competing again.
You're absolutely right, Ray. As we are kicking off TakeOver the right way, a perfect fitting tribute to the Black and Gold that made this show what it was. As Cesaro and Zayn lock up, and Cesaro pushing him away. Now Cesaro went for a drop kick.
They're going for that drop kick. Oh, Sami coming in with the strikes. Sami with the uppercut. Oh, Cesaro throws him into the corner. Here comes the fist. Oh! Zayn throws him into the corner. Zayn. Oh my God. Spinning DDT. Oh, and he hits it.
He plants Cesaro right on his head in the center of the ring. These men are two men who know each other so well inside this ring as Cesaro uppercuts Zayn. Sami with a chop. Cesaro fires back. These two just slugging it out right now, as now Cesaro with a suplex to Sami Zayn. The Swiss Cyborg now picking up the underdog from the underground. European uppercut. Down goes Sami Zayn into a cover. 1, 2, no.
Xander, what if Sami Zayn wins this match tonight? What implications would it have?
I'm not quite sure. Cesaro goes back into a cover and Zayn kicks out again. Because, of course, both of these men have challenged for the WWE Championship this season already. Cesaro getting his second opportunity at the championship in just a few nights. But Sami Zayn, he left Monday Night Raw after his matchup with Brock Lesnar at Money in the Bank just a few weeks ago. And he came back to NXT to fight for the NXT Championship as he picks up Cesaro and spins him into a Blue Thunder Bomb. 1, 2, no.
Cesaro on the floor now trying to regroup. Zayn with a chop.
And now Sami Zayn, he and Cesaro meeting face to face. Cesaro now throws him in the corner, and Cesaro with a clothesline into the back of Sami Zayn. And Cesaro now is calling Zayn up to his feet. What is Cesaro thinking? Oh, he tries to grab Sami. Sami catches him. Sami Zayn rolls him through. Cover. Sami, 1, no. Kick out from Cesaro. And now Sami Zayn grabbing Cesaro. He throws him into the corner. Sami Zayn, you know what he's thinking here? Haluva kick!
He hits the Haluva kick, Xander. It could be a huge upset, Xander. It's going to have title implications if Sami goes to Raw. 1, 2, no.
Cesaro gets the shoulder up. Sami Zayn, now he's got to go to plan B. Sami, he hit his best shot and Cesaro kicked out. That's something not many people can say they've done. Sami Zayn with a swanton bomb. Picking Cesaro back up to his feet now is Sami. Went for a chop. Cesaro spins him around, and Cesaro with Sami Zayn now into the corner. Clothesline to the back. Down goes Sami again. Cesaro now flipping Sami Zayn over. He's got him by the leg. Sami Zayn flipped over. Cesaro firing away and saying we're done. Goes for a kick. And now Cesaro turning Sami Zayn over, and Cesaro grabs Sami.
Sami's going to go for a ride. Oh! And wait, Cesaro. Oh, he held the waist. And another cut-wrench suplex. And again. Oh, no. Sami, is he going to go for a third? Sami's up. Here we go. A third gut-wrench suplex from Cesaro.
A trifecta of gut wrenches from Cesaro to Sami Zayn now as Sami up to his feet. Cesaro picks the legs, turns him over. Sharpshooter is in.
The sharpshooter is in. The referee asking Zayn if he wants to submit.
Remember, the sharpshooter's how Cesaro won one of the best matches in the NXT Takeover history in LS11 Universe against Pete Dunne as Zayn knocking him down. Sami Zayn right back into another Blue Thunder Bomb. 1, 2, no. Cesaro kicked out again.
Cesaro and Sami Zayn. Oh, a chop.
And now Cesaro grabbing Sami. Cesaro with Sami Zayn off the rope. Cesaro with a huge uppercut to Sami Zayn. And now Cesaro grabs the leg, and Cesaro attacking the leg again. Trying to soften those legs up in case he wants to lock the sharpshooter. Wants to lock the sharpshooter back in. And Cesaro takes out the leg of Sami Zayn, picking him back up to his feet now.
Also, if he hurts the leg, can Sami deliver an effective Helluva Kick?
That's a fantastic question. As now Cesaro puts Sami Zayn in the corner, slamming him head first off the turnbuckle now is Cesaro. As Sami Zayn counters, grabs Cesaro by the head, slams him head first off the turnbuckle now. Flipping it around, now Sami with a right hook.
Sami. Oh, Cesaro with a kick to the gut. Cesaro now. Oh! European uppercut.
Connects again. He covers Sami. 1, 2. Sami Zayn kicked out again. Cesaro. How's he going to recover from that? Sami Zayn kicked out again.
Xander, this is a major point of frustration in a match when both men have hit each other with their hardest shot and not put the other one away. Here we go again. A sharpshooter.
Back into a sharpshooter. Cesaro. Could he make Sami tap out this time?
Sami's really close to the rope, so Sami just needs to move.
If he could just move, but I don't know. He's got all that weight of Cesaro coming down on his legs as well.
The weakened legs of Zayn. Possibly having a harder time holding Cesaro's weight, making it harder for him to move.
Sami Zayn, whoa, rolls it over. And, oh, I think Cesaro's head caught that bottom turnbuckle. But he hits Sami with an uppercut and floors him. Both of these guys, they feel like they're running off adrenaline at this point as Sami Zayn kicked out. And now Cesaro grabbing Sami, picking him up to one knee, now back up to his feet. And Cesaro grabs Sami Zayn and up and over. Out to the floor goes Sami Zayn. And now Cesaro picking Zayn back up to his feet. Referee beginning the count out here. And Cesaro, no, Sami counters. Sami Zayn grabs Cesaro into the turnbuckle. Or into the ring post, excuse me. And now Zayn picks up Cesaro and Sami Zayn, throwing him back into the ring.
Sami Zayn picking up Cesaro. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Cesaro takes him down to the fireman's carry, getting him away. Picks him up, uppercut into the ropes. Cesaro now has him up.
Delivers a stun gun. And now he's got Sami Zayn down. Cesaro with a leg drop to Sami Zayn. Cesaro now sits Zayn up in the seated position, working over the neck.
Cesaro works the neck of Zayn. Zayn trying to get out. This match, ladies and gentlemen, has been brutal so far. Sami Zayn with a massive drop kick, using Cesaro's momentum against him. Blue Thunder Bomb, here we go!
Third time it connects, but that time he didn't cover him. Sami now with Cesaro into the Koji clutch.
Xander, and Cesaro slips right out, but Sami Zayn going for the rarely used Kochi clutch.
He sure was. As now Cesaro grabs Zayn for another gut wrench. A gut wrench suplex from Cesaro as Sami Zayn is down. Cesaro up to the top. Oh, went for a splash, but nobody was home. Sami Zayn went for a right, Cesaro out of the way. Sami tried to grab him, Cesaro again, or Cesaro, European uppercut to Sami Zayn again.
The European uppercut connects once again. Here's the cover. 1, 2, Sami's gonna be, oh my God!
He somehow, someway kicked out as the former NXT United Kingdom champion, now calling Sami up to his feet, takes him down for a third sharpshooter.
The third sharpshooter's locked in. Sami's in a worse way than before. Sami taps.
And it's over. And Cesaro, with his, at this point, if you count each part of the gauntlet, his 5th win in 2 weeks.
Cesaro going on a run of excellence here, capping off his amazing week by helping close the book on NXT the right way, in a hell of a match with Sami Zayn, Xander. That's going to be hard to follow right there.
It absolutely is. That was a hell of an opening contest between Sami Zayn and Cesaro. These two putting on a tribute to the show that made them who they are, the place that gave them their first break in the WWE. We saw all the greatest hits from both men, but in the end tonight, Cesaro is the greater competitor. Cesaro with a huge burst of momentum leading him towards SummerSlam, where he will face Bobby Roode for the WWE Championship 2 weeks from today.
Cesaro once again looking one last time possibly at his past as he goes towards the future he's been chasing for well over a decade now. The WWE Championship, what he got in the business itself to win. Can he do it, Xander? We'll find out at SummerSlam, but this is a hell of a moment from the bask in the glory of his early days.
Cesaro picks up this massive victory over Sami Zayn. That was only our first bit of action the other night, because, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next on NXT TakeOver The End, we're going to begin to find out who the final champions in NXT are going to be.
With the dream match, Strong Style versus Strong Style.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the NXT North American Championship. Whoever holds this championship at the end of tonight will be given a matchup for either the United States or Intercontinental Championship at Clash of Champions in 6 weeks' time. The first show we will be premiering under the WWE 2K22 game.
Very exciting, Xander. Very exciting indeed. And we have these two men here we get our first bit. We get our first hit of what the card will hold for our first 2K22 show here tonight. And this, ladies and gentlemen, this is a match that I don't think a lot of people saw coming. I don't think a lot of people were seeking out, but when it was announced, the wave that came in, Xander, these two have some buzz going about their strong style, I guess, showdown.
You're absolutely right. As the king of strong style, a legend of NXT, Shinsuke Nakamura is here. Nakamura, he is also 2 weeks away from the SummerSlam matchup, where he will clash with the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. But tonight, Nakamura looks to pick up some gold heading towards SummerSlam.
Could you imagine if Nakamura walks into SummerSlam against Roman Reigns, the NXT North American Championship? What a weird timeline that is.
Absolutely, as Nakamura takes on, as some have called, the spiritual successor to the title of NXT's resident strong style wrestler. The North American champion, a man who, Ray, might I remind you, has only been pinned one time since his arrival in the LS11 Universe. Ilja Dragunov. You look at the legacy of the North American Championship, Ray. You look at the list of names. Tonight we find out who the final one is. Roderick Strong, Alexander Wolf, Kyle O'Reilly, Dominic Dijakovic, Karrion Kross, and now this man, Ilja Dragunov. Will Dragunov be the final man to be called North American Champion?
We'll see, Xander, but it could also be Nakamura, which is a name that doesn't hurt Championship's legacy by any means. All those champions you just listed, one of these things is not like the other, but
half of these things are not even here anymore.
Yeah, it's just
all but two of these things are not even here anymore.
It's just a wolf of a problem, isn't it?
Yeah, it made me really cross when it happened. But the North American, all jokes aside, the North American Championship is on the line. As I said, remember, the winner of this matchup is going to be facing for either the United States or Intercontinental Championship at Clash of Champions, whether the United States Champion be Tommaso Ciampa or Samoa Joe, or the Intercontinental Championship, whether it be Ricochet or Finn Balor. Nakamura, the challenger tonight, looking to capture gold in his homecoming. But the champion is one of the most dominant men we've ever seen in NXT in the LS11 Universe. Ilja Dragunov.
Ilja Dragunov is just coming here, and he carved a warpath to the NXT Championship. Failed against Valter, unfortunately, in a hell of a contest at NXT Takeover Portland. It was one of my favorite matches I've ever called with you, Xander. But here we see him against Nakamura. Xander, these two men, their origins are so different, but they've ended up in the same place of strong style, just two separate styles. Nakamura has that strong style of the East, while Ilja has that European strong style. And we'll see, as Nakamura immediately goes for the kickboxing, and Ilja Dragunov returns fire. There go back and forth, Xander. Here we go. A chop. Avoid by Nakamura. Nakamura launches Ilja Dragunov off the rope. Ilja Dragunov, gets tossed over there. Ilja Dragunov now trying to regroup as Nakamura sets up for his next move. Nakamura dragging Ilja Dragunov back into the center of the ring. He has the arm, Xander. He's going to bring it back down on Ilja Dragunov. It could snap his arm in half.
Shinsuke Nakamura working over the arm early here as Dragunov back into his feet into an arm drag. Ray, you got to look at these things here. These, as you put it, are two very similar people, but when opposites attract, well, you know what they say about people of the same type, they repel. And Nakamura and Ilja Dragunov, they're certainly going to be repelling all over the place tonight as they're going to be throwing each other around this ring.
They certainly are, Xander. They're proving that early on. Nakamura and Ilja Dragunov had such different paths. A blue thunder bomb. Like move there.
Yes, it was, as now Dragunov picking Nakamura up to his feet. Dragunov's got a hard contender to contend with tonight. He's going in there. Of course, as you said, Dragunov, he's only been defeated one time in LS11 Universe, and it was by then NXT champion, the Ring General Walter. That will always be his name. Walter, who beat Dragunov for the title back at TakeOver Portland. But he's in the ring tonight with a two-time Intercontinental Champion in Shinsuke Nakamura.
He is, Xander, and let's not forget, basically, Ilja Dragunov has no quit in him, Xander. You and I both know that. And literally, what it took to put him down was Walter knocked him unconscious.
You're absolutely right, right?
And if anyone can do that, I'd say Nakamura probably can.
As now Nakamura kicked in the ribs by Dragunov, and now Ilja Dragunov grabbing Nakamura, but Shinsuke holds on and pushes him away. Shinsuke Nakamura and Ilja Dragunov now meeting back in the center of the ring, and Nakamura went for a kick, Dragunov out of the way. Dragunov now kicks Nakamura, who counters. Nakamura with a chop, Dragunov went for a right hook, Nakamura with a forearm strike. And now Shinsuke Nakamura went for him, Nakamura got kicked in the ribs, now Dragunov, arm drag.
Back and forth we go, Xander, and Ilja ducks, and another kick to the gut. Nakamura tries going for a running knee, kind of lifts it a little bit. Ilja Dragunov now on the ground. A chop, but Ilja Dragunov gets off. Ilja Dragunov's going for a spinning back fist, but Nakamura reverses. Nakamura has him. Here we go, Xander.
Nakamura throws him overhead.
Nakamura looks to be setting up for something. Ilja Dragunov here is standing up. Let's see what happens, Xander. Is he going to hit it? No. Thrown off balance is Ilja Dragunov. Ilja Dragunov pushes Nakamura away. He's coming off the ropes. Ooh, a massive flying headbutt from Ilja Dragunov, the old school JYD kind of headbutt. Here we go with the cover. 1, 2, no, kick out there from Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke, what now for Ilja Dragunov as he kicks Nakamura? Dragunov picking Nakamura back up to his feet, goes for a kick. Nakamura taking him down now is Shinsuke, turning Dragunov over into a single leg Boston Crab. We're going to be seeing a lot of new moves from the repertoires of both these men so far tonight. Nakamura, if you've noticed, has been working over the limbs of Dragunov. Oh, Dragunov, crossface!
A crossface, the kind of crossface Valtteri used to lock in on him.
But Nakamura's foot was in the ropes. That was poor ring awareness there from Dragunov, who right now just rams Nakamura into the ropes. And now Dragunov throws Nakamura through the ropes. What's Dragunov thinking? Well, we got Air Moscow.
Ooh, a massive drop kick there. But Xander, you talk about ring awareness. These two, I don't think... Ooh, they're lucky they're retaining their equilibrium. Ooh, Nakamura with another kick to the ribs. Ilja Dragunov throws him into the steps. These two are now... These two, it was supposed to be... Oh! A striking chess match, but it quickly developed into a brawl on the outside.
Nakamura fell over the barricades, and Dragunov is just telling him to bring it back on. Dragunov hitting the mat, telling Nakamura to bring it. Nakamura in the ring now, went for a kick, got him! Dragunov ducked the first one, but Nakamura brought it back around. Now and Shinsuke, he's going up to the middle rope. What is Nakamura thinking?
Xander, he's going to go for a second rope. Kinshasa!
Oh, but Nakamura wiped himself out. He staggers. Nakamura, he staggered on that one, so he covers him, but he took a little too long, too. Dragunov kicks out. That middle rope Kinshasa, I think if Nakamura hadn't slipped out of the air on that one, he might have gotten it. But now we're going to see Kinshasa! 1, 2.
No!
Nakamura tried to put him down with the Kinshasa. He's going to go for it again. Oh, Dragunov countered. And now Dragunov, right hook from Nakamura. Dragunov kicks him in the ribs.
A kick to the ribs.
Oh,
right.
Torpedo Moscow!
Torpedo Moscow connects Xander.
2. No! Ray, both of these men have now hit their best shots on one another.
Both possible knockout blows. Both probably should be a knockout blow. And these two just continue to fight. And Nakamura gets him up for a powerbomb. Oh wait, he rolls him through. Ilja Dragunov with the roll up. Here we go. 1, 2. Nakamura finds his way out.
And now Dragunov getting Nakamura back up to his feet. Right, we've seen both of these guys hit their best shot. Typically, it only takes one Kinshasa or one Torpedo Moscow to knock someone out. What do these two have to do now?
Xander, now is when you start digging deep. Because now you have to stay persistent. It can be very discouraging as a cover attempted, but Dragunov wisely grabbing the rope, not expanding too much energy. But, Xander, it's the point where you hit that exhaustion of what do I do now? How do I get this done? Ilja Dragunov and Nakamura are probably both there right now as they keep hitting each other back and forth.
Now Dragunov grabs Nakamura. There's an uppercut. Nakamura grabs Dragunov. Dragunov flips overhead. Ilja Dragunov now sends Nakamura off the ropes.
Ref gets hit, goes down. He's going to have, but it's an occupational hazard, Xander.
These two just colliding at this point. There, went for a chop. Nakamura countered. He grabs Dragunov. Dragunov punches him in the face. Now Dragunov with Nakamura. Throws him into the corner. Ilja Dragunov now, what's he thinking? He's got Nakamura. Clotheslines him into the corner.
The King of Strong style is down. And Ilja Dragunov.
Dragunov now grabs him. Uppercut. Nakamura Oh, what a kick! And a sliding kick as well for good measure. Dragunov is down, and now Nakamura is looking to fly.
Nakamura, we don't see him go to the air too often.
Oh! Landed all of it on his knees that time.
And now Dragunov can start.
Oh, went for Torpedo Moscow. Got slapped out of the air. Rolls through, though. Got it! A second Torpedo Moscow. Cover!
Cover!
1, 2. Dragunov retains.
Dragunov retains his title in a hell of a match with Shinsuke Nakamura. The strong styles met, and their style of strong style. I guess we learned which one was superior tonight.
We sure did, Ray. We sure did. In the end, Ilja Dragunov retains. Ilja Dragunov will go down in history tonight as the final NXT North American champion before the championship is retired at midnight tonight. Ilja Dragunov, depending on what show he ends up on as of this Wednesday, will either be challenging for the United States or Intercontinental Championship at Clash of Champions.
On multiple occasions tonight, Xander, these two had each other's moves telegraphed. The Kinshasa, the Torpedo Moscow, that gut check. What an intelligent move by Nakamura. But Dragunov came through in the end to retain the NXT North American Championship in a hell of a match. But now it's the underground battle.
This is going to be a very interesting matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the only title match tonight that does not lead to the implications of the final champion. Because out first, here comes Mark Andrews to the ring. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you've not been following for the last few months since the announcement that NXT was coming to a close, tonight is the final night that the NXT Cruiserweight title will have its name. Because starting at the end of tonight, it will become the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. The champion, whoever it may be, has the ability to float between Raw and SmackDown, defending the championship against all contenders under the 205 weight limit. And Mark Andrews would love to be the first champion heading into this new era of LS11 Universe.
And guys, if you haven't been watching, Mark Andrews went on a run of excellence recently that landed him as the surprise last contender for this iteration of the Cruiserweight title on NXT. And I don't think a lot of people saw this coming, Xander. I don't think Mark Andrews saw this coming.
I don't think so either. Mark Andrews, one night he came out, he accepted an open challenge from the former Cruiserweight champion Joseph Connors. He won out of nowhere, and he's just been on a roll since.
That he has, Xander, that he has. But now here comes an excellence of execution in himself. Chad Gable, a man who has, to me, almost put a significant mark on the Cruiserweight Championship in a short time as Ricochet did.
I absolutely agree with you, Ray. Chad Gable has been on the run of his life for roughly the last year now of LS11 Universe. It really all dates back to NXT Halloween Havoc last season, when it came down to Gable and Walter in the final confrontation in that fatal four-way matchup. And many people in the chat started rooting for Gable. Going into that matchup, the chat was unanimously on the side of Walter in that number one contenders bout, but Gable won them over, and Gable has been on an amazing run of form ever since that night.
That he has, Andrew, that he has, and ultimately led him through a very convoluted path, mind you, to the NXT Cruiserweight Championship.
But here we are. As tonight, the NXT Cruiserweight Championship, the final time it will be known as the NXT Cruiserweight title, the challenger is Mark Andrews. And the champion, the NXT Cruiserweight Champion, Chad Gable.
Gable said he was happy that his last challenger, while he's part of the NXT roster, will be someone like him, a true underdog, someone who's had to scratch and claw for everything they have. Mark Andrews and him, I think they share a kindred spirit in a way.
You're absolutely right, Ray. I see exactly what you mean there. As the referee showing these two men the championship, the Cruiserweight title is on the line. You look at the history of that championship. just up until tonight, and a new history will start being written for it starting the night after SummerSlam when the NXT Fallout picks take effect officially as Gable and Andrews started out locking up. But you look at the history of that championship. You've got Mike Kanellis, the first champion, Johnny Gargano, now the current World Heavyweight Champion, Ricochet, Joseph Connors, and now Chad Gable.
Very exclusive names on that list, Xander. And challengers for the title have been numerous. We've had world-renowned competitors come in and compete for this championship.
Legendary wrestlers like Rey Mysterio have challenged for this championship in the past, as Gable is dumped over the top. In fact, it was 1 year ago this week that Ricochet and Rey Mysterio had what, in my opinion, was my favorite match of TakeOver Brooklyn 2 last year.
Yes, and that was definitely a top contender for me. I personally prefer Dunne and Tyler Bate, who will see both those men in action defending championships later on tonight, or one defending, one going for it. But Andrews, they're countering each other, Xander. It's counter for counter these last few times, Xander. They're going back and forth. Ooh, a massive German there. And now the back of Andrews could give out here as Gable gets him again with another German. 2 Germans in a row. Let's see what he can do.
Gable calling back to his first championship match we've ever had in LS11 Universe. Backlash Season 1, where he was taken to Suplex City by Brock Lesnar.
Suplex City, he adapted well enough to it, but better than a lot could be expected. And Andrews going for a suplex. Gable reverses into his own roll-up. 1, 2, no.
1, no. Gable and Andrews countered one another's attempted small packages there as Gable fires back now. Chad Gable with Mark Andrews into the corner, and Gable forearm strike to Mark Andrews.
I think Gable's in a lot of trouble that he doesn't even realize. Another kick to the gut there, because Xander, I've loved to see what Gable can do as a Cruiserweight champion, but let me just say this, Xander. Gable has, in my opinion, Gable isn't used to facing a guy faster than him.
He really isn't. Mark Andrews is one of those few people on this roster that is faster than Chad Gable. As now Andrews kicks Gable and takes him down, and now Andrews turns his arm over, stomps the arm of Gable. And there's a cover. 1, 2.
Kick out there. Andrews locks him into a chin lock. Gable trying to get out. He pulls himself free. He hits him away. Here we go. Ooh. Kicks him away. And now he's starting to hit him back.
Gable with a spinning wheel kick as well to Mark Andrews, taking him down. Andrews is down now as Gable getting back up, and Andrews grabs Gable, throwing him into the corner, and Mark Andrews clothesline to Chad Gable.
That clothesline connects Xander now. DDT by Mark Andrews to Chad Gable. Gable is still trying to think. Gable is stunned. Kick to the leg. Mark Andrews is now in trouble.
Andrews with a neck breaker to Gable.
These two are trading back and forth, Xander. Very even so far.
Down goes Chad Gable again now as Mark Andrews drags him to the center of the ring into another cover. Gable, 1, 2, kicks out.
Gable now trying to regroup as Andrews does a little bit of showboating here. I don't think that's a wise decision, though.
I agree, Ray, as now Andrews, Gable rolls through. Gable with a forearm strike. Caught Andrews on the jaw. And now Gable, here we go. There's the ankle lock.
The ankle lock is in. If he grapevines it, this match could be over.
Gable wrenching back on the ankle of Andrews. The ankle lock is the same way he ended the reign of Joseph Connors a few months ago at Vengeance, as Andrews knocks him back down. Mark Andrews with Chad Gable throws him off the ropes. Andrews with an elbow strike to Gable. Andrews now covers Chad Gable. 1, 2, no. Kick out from Gable. Now Chad Gable kicked in the back. Andrews. Gable up to his feet. There's a chop attempt. Right hand from Andrews. Mark Andrews went for a clothesline. Gable out of the way. Gable. Andrews takes him taken down by Gable. Now Chad Gable and Mark Andrews collide. Gable taken down with a neck breaker by Mark Andrews.
Gable trying to regroup here. Mark Andrews sits him up. Here we go. Oh, a thump to the eye, I think. Gable willing to do anything to retain the championship, I suppose. Oh, there's a splash, misses. Chest first into that turnbuckle. Fireman's carry to Andrews. They're going back and forth, Sander.
They sure are, Ray. They sure are. As now Gable's got the arm, but Andrews elbowing the knees of Chad Gable and takes him down. Mark Andrews, Gable rolls through now, and Gable gets caught. Mark Andrews, Northern Lights, taking down Chad Gable. And now Andrews has Gable down. Mark Andrews with Chad Gable down. He picks him up now to his feet. Andrews looking to end it, looking to become the NXT Cruiserweight Champion. Gable counters. Gable catches him, turning him over now into the ankle lock. It's in. Ankle lock is in into the grapevine.
The grapevine's in, Xander. This is the hardest move to get out of, I think, right now in NXT.
Mark Andrews might have no choice. It might be all said and done. Andrews might have nowhere to go. Gable makes him tap.
Gable retains the Cruiserweight title and will be the only champion to keep his title going into the Fallout. And let's see what he can do, ladies and gentlemen. He will be one of the few free agents we have in LS11 Universe who is free to go to either Raw or SmackDown to defend the championship.
Absolutely so, as Chad Gable continues his run with the Cruiserweight Championship.
And Xander, you have to think, now Gable, let's just look at the field that just expanded. Like, now there's so many more players that just got put on the board for Chad Gable to have to fight.
You're absolutely right. Former champions like Ricochet, new competitors that seem like Cedric Alexander and Noam Dar, and more. But up next, it's time for the NXT Women's Championship.
And here comes the boss, and she's been saying she's been the rightful champion since our last NXT TakeOver event.
Sasha Banks feels she was screwed out of being champion back at TakeOver Cleveland. So Sasha Banks making her way to the ring tonight, part of the final NXT TakeOver. Sasha Banks marching to the ring, the boss, beloved by many. We get it, you like her. Anyways, Sasha Banks making her way to the ring.
Sasha Banks got this match tonight. She had a number one contenders match a few weeks ago at NXT, the Great American Bash. And it ended up being a draw. And it was just, at the end of it, Wade Barrett said enough. I'm tired of having to choose between you. You two are both going to be in this match. And triple threat. And Tegan Nox is in more danger than ever right now of losing the NXT Women's Championship.
You're absolutely right, Ray, as here comes the other woman that Sasha Banks faced at the NXT Great American Bash, one of the UK's finest, Kaylee Ray. That's not going to be confusing in this conversation, is it?
Nope.
Kaylee Ray making her way to the ring tonight. She has been one of the top competitors in the NXT women's division since her arrival towards roughly the end of last season, I would say. But she's gone on and had some incredible matches over time, including her matchup with Tegan Nox at NXT's Draft Night.
Yes, and they main evented the show. They closed out that night in a very competitive match in which Kaylee Ray came dangerously close to winning that title and was immediately upstaged by Sasha Banks in her arrival to the brand. Ever since then, Kaylee Ray said Sasha Banks was on my hit list. Sasha Banks took my spotlight. Sasha Banks took, in my opinion, in her opinion at least, her rematch that she was going to have at NXT TakeOver Cleveland.
Well, Kaylee Ray tonight finally gets that big TakeOver spot, that big TakeOver match. This young lady, Kaylee Ray, still in her early 20s, very early in her career. She's got a big future ahead of her, if you ask me. No matter where she ends up, Raw or SmackDown. But tonight, she looks to become NXT Women's Champion to get a guaranteed shot at the Raw or SmackDown Women's title. But finally.
And here comes the female ace of the women's division in NXT. She has put on a run of dominance, a run like I don't think we've ever seen with the NXT Women's Championship, and very rare in LS11 Universe. Period. I'd argue we've only ever seen it. There's only ever been 2 reigns comparable to this, and that's Shayna Baszler and Rhea Ripley.
If you look at Rhea Ripley over on Monday Night Raw, she's closing in on 1 year as the Raw Women's Champion if she can survive SummerSlam.
That she is named, but Tegan Nox has showed performative excellence every single time she's come out here and fought for the championship. Let's not remember her shock win over Ember Moon at NXT TakeOver London that kicked off her reign, and people thought for a while she was a paper champion. She wasn't deserving, but she just keeps coming back. She just keeps fighting, and no one can deny her anymore.
You're absolutely right, Ray. I mean, you just got to throw one more name in there. We mentioned all the former champions: Rhea Ripley, Shayna Baszler, flip reverse their roles there. Candice LeRae and Ember Moon all coming before before Tegan Nox, excuse me. But now Tegan Nox, there's one thing about her that is amazing. She has not been pinned in over a year. She has only suffered 1 loss in LS11 Universe, and it was at the hands of then NXT Women's Champion, now SmackDown Women's Champion Candice LeRae. So it is Banks, Kaylee Ray, and Tegan Nox. Here we go. Oh, and Kaylee Ray going right for Sasha Banks. These two have been at each other's throats.
That they have, Xander, that they have, and ooh, a backbreaker from Nox to Kaylee Ray as they keep going back and forth with one another. Tegan Nox from the elbow of Sasha Banks. Banks is up in the fireman's carry position, taking her to the ropes. Here we go, going to drop her down on him. Sasha.
Oh, she's got her up, but Sasha Banks fighting out of the fireman's carry.
Kaylee Ray doing a little bit of showboating. Don't do that. Ooh, Sasha trips her up. And Kaylee Ray, has to watch as Tegan slams Sasha Banks down. Ooh, a massive clothesline from Tegan Nox to Kaylee Ray. Sasha Banks with the elbows coming in. Sasha Banks goes to the corners. Looks for the elbows to her knees. Does not connect. Elbow from Tegan Nox. Nox throws her in the corner. Here we go. Oh, the knees connect for Tegan Nox. Nox picks up Sasha Banks. Banks, arm drag. Banks responds. Here we go. Oh, massive drop kick, but does not connect. Knocks out of the way. Here comes Kaylee Ray with the elbows. Oh, and now she's lining her up in the corner. Roll up from Sasha Banks to Kaylee Ray. 1. No. Kick out from Kaylee Ray. Kaylee Ray now trying to regroup. Oh, massive elbow there from Sasha Banks to Kaylee Ray. Sasha Banks now going outside the ring. Kaylee Ray has Tegan Nox in the corner. Tegan Nox, trips her down. Turns her over. STF. STF is locked in on Kaylee Ray by Tegan Nox. Tegan Nox trying to make her tap. Kaylee Ray elbows her in the jaw. And again.
As now Sasha Banks pulling herself back up on the outside. And now Kaylee Ray's got Tegan by the neck into a neck breaker on Tegan Nox. And Sasha Banks back into the ring. Forearm to Kaylee Ray. Kaylee Ray kicking out the leg of Sasha Banks. Forearm strike. And again, Kaylee Ray firing away on Banks. Banks turns around. Sasha Banks with a right hand to the back. Now Kaylee Ray kicking out the leg.
Kaylee Ray picking up Banks.
Oh, Kaylee Ray plants her with the implant buster.
And right onto that turnbuckle too. Oh!
What a headbutt. Now Tegan Nox looking to capitalize. 1, no, Banks kicks out.
They keep going back and forth, Xander. And Sasha Banks, nails a massive elbow on Tegan Nox. Tegan Nox gets elbowed in the shoulder.
As now Banks kicks her down. Sasha Banks picking Tegan Nox back up to her feet. Sasha Banks, turns her attention to Kaylee Ray. Banks dominating the ring at the moment here. As now Tegan Nox turns her attention to Banks, and Tegan Nox taking down Sasha Banks and turns her attention back to Kaylee Ray.
Kaylee Ray, we picked up there. Tegan Nox puts her up. Here we go.
Into a stun gun. Ray, you look at the reign of Tegan Nox over this near year now. And you look at these two women, I'd say that these two women fighting her tonight have defined the rivalries of her championship reign.
They definitely have, Xander. And we're going to see what more she can do with this title. Oh! This is it, but like let's see what else is in store for her. If she can win this match, she will have a massive spot on the main roster. At least we planned it to.
As now Sasha Banks with a Hurricane Rana. And Sasha Banks with a knee into Kaylee Ray in the corner. Kaylee Ray and Tegan Nox are both down. Banks went for an elbow. Kaylee Ray ducked out of the ring. Banks kind of has her pick of the lot right now with these two. Sasha Banks went for a right hand. Kaylee Ray tried to kick her, but Banks got out of the way now, and Sasha Banks thrown over the top. Kaylee Ray. Kaylee Ray grabs Tegan Nox and powerbomb! Bridges the cover. Sasha Banks breaks it up. And now Kaylee Ray with a Hurricane Run to Banks. Tegan Nox went for a right hand. Kaylee Ray caught her. Now Kaylee Ray with a knee to the ribs. And again, down goes Tegan.
Tegan, having to roll out of the ring here. Banks, ooh, kicks her. Ooh, a massive, massive knee.
Sasha Banks with a knee to the skull of Kaylee Ray. And Banks turns her around. Sasha Banks. Tegan Nox is down. Banks' statement is in on Kaylee Ray.
The Banks statement, but Nox is there.
And Tegan Nox saving her title reign for now.
No. Oh, so close there for Tegan Nox on Sasha Banks, but just a 2 count. Now she's going for a cover on Kaylee Ray. Banks has taken out the ref though. Banks on top of Banks now. Back with Tegan Nox. Nox in the firing scary position. Banks rolls out of the way. Nox almost gets hit with the drop kick, but does not connect. Here we go. Sasha Banks thrown into the corner. Tegan Nox trying to regroup here. Tegan Nox takes her out. Oh wait, Sasha Banks. Here we go.
Banks now off the ropes. Arm drag. And the referee takes a leg drop out of it. And now Kaylee Ray grabs Sasha Banks, looking to plant her in the mat again. Drives her into the mat. And now Kaylee Ray went for a right hand. Tegan Nox countered. Nox with a forearm and a slap. Tegan Nox. Oh, here we go. The shiniest wizard. The shiniest wizard connects.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Banks back to her feet. She makes the save. Banks with a drop kick to Nox. Banks now going out of the ring. What's Sasha Banks doing? Banks grabbing a chair. Banks has had enough.
I think she's desperate, Xander. Oh!
Chair to the ribs of Tegan Nox again and again. Smashing the chair onto the champion. Now she picks it up again. Hits her again. And again.
The ref is powerless to do anything. And Sasha Banks just keeps going.
Oh, and Kaylee Ray trying to cover her off of it. And Banks saying, what the hell do you think you're doing? Now she's...
Oh my God.
No! Banks is just hammering away on these two with the chair. Tegan trying to fight back. But Banks kicks her in the ribs. And a knee to the face of Tegan as well. Tegan Nox tried to mount a comeback. And now Banks smashes Kaylee Ray with the chair. And again. Sasha Banks is unhinged at this point, Ray.
Oh my God, the chair is bending around her. No.
Banks with bankrupt. Tegan trying to slide back in the ring, but Banks pulls her in. Sasha Banks grabs Tegan for a neck breaker. Tegan Nox falls to the outside. Collapses. And now Banks, not like this.
She's gonna ruin this.
Banks with the backstabber into a Banks statement. Not like this. Not this way. Damn it. Sasha Banks wins the championship in the final night.
Damn it.
It was a fair matchup until Banks brought the chair in. Of course, I know it's legal in a triple threat, but this matchup was about honor, and that was the most dishonorable thing she could have done.
They were on their way. These three were on their way to a classic. And then Banks just came in with this chair and decided to do whatever it takes, I guess, and bent the chair, possibly giving, like, concussions to her opponents.
The way she hit Tegan Nox with that chair, that might have re-aggravated Nox's injuries. I don't know if we'll ever see Tegan Nox in the WWE again. If only we were supposed to. But now, wherever she ends up, Sasha Banks is guaranteed a shot at the Raw or SmackDown Women's Championship. But that brings us to one of our final matches of the evening. We're in the final half of the show. It is time for the NXT Tag Team Championships. As here come a pair of men who have never held gold in the LS11 Universe, but they are looking tonight to win their first bit of gold here and try and become the final NXT Tag Team Champions. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. These two make up the team known as the New Day. It used to be a trio, but then Big E bought into the Hurt Business on Monday night.
Now, Xander, could you imagine if these two win tonight and then go back to Raw?
It would be quite the scene, Ray, with Big E, Bobby Lashley, and MVP of the Hurt Business on Raw already. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. You got to think that might be in the back of their mind. But in the back of their mind, do they want to be reunited and have to confront Big E after what he's done? Or do they want to stay away from him?
Xander, if they get drafted to Raw, they'll have no choice.
You're absolutely right. But Kofi and Xavier, they're trying not to let that idea weigh in their mind tonight, because right now they are challenging for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Remember, the winners of this matchup will have a guaranteed title shot against the Raw or SmackDown Tag Team Champions at Clash of Champions. As out first, here comes Tyler Bate to the ring. And of course, Tyler Bate accompanied by his mentor, his tag partner, his fellow tag champion, Trent Seven. They are Mustache Mountain.
Mustache Mountain, if there was a team that could define NXT as a whole, I think most people would pick them.
I think you're absolutely right. They've been here in NXT since day one. They have been a team since day one. They have stuck by each other's side through thick and thin. When Tyler Bate was on his singles crusade to try and become NXT champion last year, Trent Seven was by his side.
Trent Seven said, let's go back to the tag division, Tyler. Let's try to win this goal. Let's try to make an attempt to. And they had tried several times before, and there wasn't a new thing for them. But this time, the pressure was on. It was sink or swim, and they swam.
They absolutely did. They thrived. They fought off the Hart Dynasty at NXT Takeover 10, right? Yep. Takeover 10. I apologize that I was not the most educated on that one. I feel like I record a pay-per-view every other week now.
Yep. Or as Xander tried to call it, NXT Takeover X.
Anyways, Tyler Bate and Trent Seven make their way to the ring. New Day and Mustache Mountain, teams defined by brotherhood, colliding tonight. Two of the most beloved teams in the LS11 Universe.
Definitely, Xander. In this capacity, crowd's ready to see what these two tag teams can do. There they are. Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, the New Day.
The New Day. They look to use the power of positivity tonight. And their opponents, they are the NXT Tag Team Champions. Tyler Bate, Trent Seven, Mustache Mountain. Bate and Seven tonight with their final defense of these titles. And you got to think about this, Ray. If everything goes, if Bate and Seven retain tonight and end up on Raw, and Imperium retains at SummerSlam, against the Street Profits. History from NXT could be repeating itself, as it is Trent Seven and Kofi Kingston, the veterans of these two sides, starting it off.
Now it could Xander and Trent Seven getting the better of Kofi Kingston. These early exchanges. Kofi, not known, especially known for his chain wrestling.
As now Trent Seven gets kicked in the ribs by Kofi. And now Kofi Kingston grabbing Trent Seven, throws him across the ring into the corner, off the turnbuckle into a clothesline from Kofi. Wiping him out there is Kofi Kingston. Kofi puts him in the ropes now. There's a kick. Kofi grabs him, and now Kofi Kingston with Trent Seven into the ropes. Drops him on his ribs. And now Kofi with Trent Seven, right hook connect. Trent Seven grabs him now. He grabs Kofi. He turns him around. Seven with Kofi. Taking him towards the corner, puts him in the corner of Mustache Mountain. And a tag made to Tyler Bate. Mustache Mountain now with Kofi. Off the ropes, drop to a hold, and Bate with an elbow into the back. Mustache Mountain with the double team early on here.
Mustache Mountain throwing Kofi Kingston into the ropes. Oh, big kick there from Tyler Bate. Bate now.
Tyler Bate has him down. Oh, right hook from Kofi. And now Kofi Kingston grabbing Tyler Bate, throws him across the ring to the corner. Kofi, tag made to Xavier. And now the New Day going to look for some double team. As he goes up, he comes down with a double axe handle. Xavier now. Oh, here we go. Xavier with a victory roll. Cover.
Victory roll one. No.
Oh,
Bate. Reverse. Back and forth we go, ladies and gentlemen. Bate.
As now Tyler Bate grabbing Xavier Woods, throws him out of the ring. Down goes Xavier Woods to the outside. And now Tyler Bate picking Xavier Woods up to his feet. Tyler Bate for a jab. Xavier Woods countered. Xavier Woods throws him back into the ring. And now Woods going up to the top. But Xavier Woods up top. Woods. We're going to come off the top row. Oh, what a missile drop kick to Tyler Bate. And Tyler Bate now gets grabbed. Woods throws him in the corner. Try to make a tag to Kofi. Tyler Bate countered. He grabs Woods. He throws him across the ring. Woods in the corner. Tyler Bate tagged to Trent Seven. And now Mustache Mountain in the ring. Off the ropes, drop toe hold, and an elbow. Taking down Xavier.
Xavier's down now. Trent Seven. Oh, gets rolled over there by Xavier though. Xavier now creating space. Trent Seven out of nowhere with a Hurricane Rana. Trent Seven moving for, man, his size. Oh, a standing, spinning, shooting star press.
That is something that a man like Trent Seven, it surprises me that he can pull off, but it is impressive when he does it. As now Trent Seven has taken down Xavier Woods. Seven turning Woods over. You know, I've been doing it with every other title. You look at the history of the tag titles. He's got this crossface in on Woods, trying to tap him out. We had the historic year-long reign of the Undisputed Era, the reign of Imperium, the short but sweet reign of Hendry and Connor. And glance right over that before Ray gives me a look of killing me. And then the Hart Dynasty before we come now to Mustache Mountain.
Too late, guys. Too late.
As now Trent Seven kicks Xavier Woods, stomps the arm and turns him over. Trent Seven picking Xavier Woods up to his feet. And Trent Seven now with Woods, throws him into the corner. Oh, Woods into a Uranagi connects. Xavier Woods picking him up to his feet, and Woods grabs him. Throws him into the corner, and Xavier Woods. Tag made back to Kofi. And the New Day, what are they looking for now? They take him down. There's a knee. There's a clothesline. And there's an elbow. And one more for good measure. The New Day are a well-oiled machine when it comes to being a tag team together. They've been doing this for so long, nearly a decade as a team now. As now Kofi with a kick, and Trent Seven throws him in the corner. Seven, uppercut to Kofi Kingston.
Kofi Kingston's down. Kofi Kingston picked back up by Seven. Seven looking to continue the onslaught into the corner. He's going to try tagging the younger Bate. Here we go. Tyler Bate back into the ring. Throw him over. Ooh, double over.
Double back body drop, wiping him out. Oh, and Tyler Bate kicked Kofi out of the air as Kofi was trying to get to Xavier. There's a stomp to the arm.
Tyler Bate picks up Kofi. Oh, going for that spin. Going for that kick. Does not connect. Tyler Bate. Oh, trying to hit him with the elbow. Does not connect either. Going back and forth. Neck breaker there by Kofi. Kofi Kingston now.
Kofi says, new day, boom drop. Kofi with the boom drop, and now Kofi looking to fly. Kofi Kingston, leg drop off the top to Tyler Bate. For the titles, Kofi picking up Bate. Kofi throwing him into the corner now. Kofi Kingston. Ray on the final takeover. I have waited so long in my Universe career to say this. We got a unicorn stampede, Ray! Woods and Kingston using the referee's 5 count, frequent tags in and out, stomping Tyler Bate in the corner. Kofi Kingston and Woods now. Here we go! Baseball slide. The baseball slide and the unicorn stampede as now Woods looking to end it. Looking to make Tyler Bate feel lost in the woods. Woods now covers Tyler Bate. 1, 2, no. Trent Seven makes the save. And now Woods is gonna drop him on top of Bate. Xavier Woods trying to wipe out both members of Mustache Mountain right now. Telling Trent Seven, what you got? And now he picks up Tyler Bate back to his feet. Forearm strike. For a jab now. Went for another one. Tyler Bate counters. Bate counters. Grabs Woods. Picks him up. Tyler Bate's got Xavier Woods. Stun gun. Stun gun connects now as Tyler Bate. Rolling kick. Missed it again. He's been having a lot of trouble with that kick tonight. And there's a kick from Woods now. He's got Tyler Bate. Bate with a right hook. And Tyler Bate kicks him in the ribs. Bate looking for Tyler Driver.
The Tyler Driver connects.
Oh, and Kofi is there. Kofi with the save. Probably just saved the whole match for the New Day, at least momentarily, as Trent Seven wiping out Kofi. And Xavier Woods tries to grab Trent Seven. Tyler Bate catches him. And now Woods rolls through. Woods went for a clothesline. Bate grabs him. Throws him in the corner. Off the turnbuckle. Oh, Tyler Bate jabbed in the corner. And now Xavier throws him to the other side of the ring, but there's nobody home. No Kofi for him. Forearm strike connects, though.
Bate trying to get back to his corner.
Woods cutting him off.
Seven was reaching out to him, hitting him off into the corner. Bate stumbling. Bate returning fire with a kick to the gut. Bate throws Xavier Woods into the corner. Bate now stalking Woods. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to tag in Seven. Here we go.
Off the ropes.
Double back body drop. Here we go. Oh, it hits.
Woods goes for the ride, and Trent Seven. Here we go. If he hits that DDT, it's all over. It's how they won the tag titles. Drops Woods in the center of the ring. Kofi's down and out. 1, 2,
Kofi's down.
3.
Kofi was a millisecond late.
A millisecond late, but it counts. It all counts as Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods come up short. Mustache Mountain are the final NXT Tag Team Champions. They will be challenging for either the Raw or SmackDown tag titles in just 6 weeks at Clash of Champions. A huge win for Tyler Bate and Trent Seven as we move into the final matches of the night. And now the question's raised of where are these two going to end up when this is all said and done.
That is the question, Xander. But Mustache Mountain will end their time on NXT as the champions, going out on top. Mustache Mountain, Tyler Bate, and Trent Seven, bringing it all together, bringing it all home.
And now we move on to the technically traditional, I suppose, best of 5. As it is time to find out who is going to, well, I suppose, earn another championship matchup where they end up in the fallout of NXT. Because last year with AJ Styles and Timothy Thatcher, the winner got a shot at a championship of their choice. So I assume we're going to work something out where it's around the same way as Apollo Crews making his way to the ring for the final round of this best of 5.
The best of 5. Apollo Crews dominated the first 2 ones, but ever since then, Dolph Ziggler has come back and won the next two. So now we're at 2-2 best in the best of 5. One of these men will walk out here tonight with that victory and with that ending of what they wanted here. Apollo Crews. Let's not forget how he arrived in NXT. Before it was announced that we were canceling the show, unfortunately, he crashed the ending of NXT TakeOver Cleveland as Dolph Ziggler sat there in front of his hometown crowd, getting that ovation, feeling that moment. Crews saw fit to take it from him, and now Ziggler is on a revenge quest tonight.
He most certainly is, Ray. Dolph Ziggler making his way to the ring tonight. Ziggler, he's looking for his final takeover tonight. He has been on almost every takeover since he arrived to NXT. He has yet to get a takeover victory. But tonight, he looks to end NXT, finally getting that takeover win and earning a championship shot at some point by doing so. So Dolph Ziggler makes his way to the ring. The show off, the show stealer, Dolph Ziggler. Tonight, he looks to show the world and shock the world by defeating Apollo Crews.
That he does, Xander. Dolph Ziggler has had more classics in NXT last year, probably more than any other star. Has had just classic barn burner matches. Oh, a clothesline to Apollo to start this match.
I mean, you look at the way the first 4 rounds of this best of 5 went. Crews got the better of Ziggler with the help of his muscle commander Aziz on the outside. And then Ziggler, in their third matchup, managed to slip away with a win off of a super kick. And then in their fourth matchup just a few nights ago, Ziggler got a sneak roll-up win and put Apollo Crews down, taking us to sudden death tonight. It is the final round in this best of 5 as Ziggler, using that amateur wrestling background, punching Crews in the face there as he rolls free. Ziggler kicks at the knee, and now Ziggler with an elbow strike. Apollo Crews grabs him for a Northern Lights to Dolph Ziggler. Crews went for a kick. It connects to Ziggler. Apollo Crews grabbing Ziggler and picking him back up to his feet. Crews pulls him into a Northern Lights on Dolph. Cover. 1, 2, no. Kick out from Dolph. And now Crews with Ziggler sits him up, grabs him from behind, and Apollo Crews pumps him up and drives him into the mat with a reverse DDT. Apollo Crews has been on fire in the early goings of this matchup.
Dolph Ziggler with that arm drag. Ziggler, oh, another big clothesline to Apollo, taking him off his seat. Commander Aziz sitting in the corner. Oh, Apollo hitting Ziggler. Ziggler with the DDT to Apollo. Apollo trying to get up out of the corner there. Crews now getting stood up. Here we go. Oh, a massive kick there from Apollo, taking the teeth out of Ziggler's mouth.
As now Apollo, look at the strength here of Apollo. He just deadlifts Ziggler and gut-wrench suplexes him. Apollo with a gut wrench as now Dolph Ziggler taking him down, and Ziggler has Apollo down, picking him back up to his feet. Ziggler with a chop and a slap. Ziggler firing away on Crews. Crews finds the counter. There's a kick to the head. And now Apollo with a stomp to the arm of Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler goes down, and Crews, what an elbow to Dolph Ziggler. Got a huge bit of height on that one. As now Apollo Crews grabbing Dolph Ziggler and drags him to the center of the ring. On Apollo into an armbar. Armbar in on Dolph. Dolph Ziggler is stuck in the armbar. Ziggler rolls it through and punching Apollo in the face now.
Ziggler with the chop. Crews throws Ziggler into the corner. Here we go. Oh, Dolph Ziggler. Roll up there by Ziggler to Crews. Here we go. 1, 2, no.
Apollo now into a jackknife cover. Apollo Crews jackknife cover. No. Oh, Ziggler turns it around. Backslide. 1. No. Dolph with the backslide. Crews kicks him in the ribs. Elbow strike. Ziggler famouser. Ziggler with the famouser. As Aziz is trying to distract the referee, but Ziggler not going for a cover yet. Elbow drop. Dolph drops the elbow. Cover. 1, 2. Apollo kicks out again. And now Aziz in the face of Ziggler.
Aziz trying to get this match over with. Oh, and Apollo with that side slam. Apollo picks the head up. Apollo Crews bringing him down again. Ziggler's back. Oh God, Ziggler's back's pretty much busted into a million pieces. Oh, and Ziggler kicks out.
Dolph Ziggler kicks out. Apollo Crews standing tall over him. Crews calling Ziggler up to his feet. Apollo Crews grabs Ziggler, pops him up. Here we go. This is how he won their first round. The spinning sit-out powerbomb. 2, no. Dolph got the shoulders up that time. Dolph, I think, is running on adrenaline right now as Apollo Crews just deadlifts him, but Ziggler grabs him, pushes him away. Dolph Ziggler went for the super kick. Crews caught him. Ziggler counters. Ziggler, super kick. That's how he beat Apollo. 1, 2, no. Maybe if he'd hooked the leg, but he didn't seem to have the energy. He collapsed into the cover. Now Dolph with a kick to Apollo. Now Apollo counters. Now Apollo turns him around. Apollo Crews. Here we go again for another spinning sit-out powerbomb. It's over. 1, 2. Ziggler kicked out.
Ziggler looking to gather the crowd here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Ziggler, head scissors there. Ziggler stomping him out. Ziggler trying to reclaim some ground. Crews in retreat. Crews finally throws him back. Irish whip to the corner. Crews is following up. Crews whipping him into the other corner.
In the corner, referee gets in the way. As now Apollo rams himself into Ziggler. Ziggler counters. Dolph Ziggler rolls him through. Cover on Crews, but there's no one there to count it. Ziggler might have had this one. Apollo pushes him off. And now Ziggler pulls him in, turns him around. Zigzag! Finally got him. Cover.
Here we go.
1, 2. Yes! Ziggler gets his first and final takeover victory.
Took me long enough.
Dolph Ziggler finally gets a win on a takeover. Ziggler finally gets that big win. Dolph Ziggler beats Apollo Crews. Dolph Ziggler, whether he goes to Raw or SmackDown, is slated for a championship matchup.
And who knows what he could do there, Xander. Ziggler, as an underdog, defied NXT for a while here. He's just kept coming, and people got behind him.
And now finally, he defeats Apollo Crews, silences his critics. Dolph Ziggler is your winner.
Commander Aziz is livid. Apollo is livid.
Dolph Ziggler celebrating. That is almost it, ladies and gentlemen. There is one more match tonight.
One more match, ladies and gentlemen. And it's between two men who have worked so hard to fly the flag of NXT. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Over a year after their first encounter, they've had in their third match we've seen so far for this championship. Here comes former NXT champion, in my opinion, the best NXT champion of all time in Universe mode, Pete Dunne.
The Cruiserweight, the former NXT champion, as you said, a man who has bled black and gold since the first episode of LS11 Universe. Dunne, one of the last standing NXT originals, still on the brand.
That he is, and everyone else has been exported out to Raw, SmackDown, or a majority to AEW. Anyway,
and even some to Impact when that starts in April.
Yep. Canceling the show, then bringing back another show.
Pete Dunne making his way to the ring tonight. Dunne looking to finish out NXT by wielding the NXT Championship for the final time, and becoming the final NXT champion and the only two-time NXT champion.
That would be a massive achievement for him, Xander. Like I said, Xander, we've seen these men face twice already. They're one apiece.
This is the official rubber match. This is where it all ends. And it all ends as they fight for the NXT Championship. Out of all of the gold on the black and gold brand, the championship with the least number of champions and the longest reigns. It started with a dominant 1 year of Adam Cole.
I'm pretty sure that's just this belt period with how I've booked it in the last 2.5 years.
Anyways, it started with a dominant 1 year reign of Adam Cole. It went to the man standing in the ring now, Pete Dunne, the ring general, Walter, and now it's around the waist of the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Now, AJ Styles is an NXT original. He came in our first episode of Season 2 and pretty much tried a hostile takeover of the entire brand. But he would run into the NXT champion Pete Dunne at NXT Takeover, New Orleans, I believe it was. And that night, Dunne will be the one to walk out, still the NXT champion. So now we have this match here. Pete Dunne and AJ Styles for the third time. AJ Styles will have to walk through fire in that next year to prove himself to the NXT universe, to prove himself to everyone here that he wants to be here. He wants to bleed the black and gold. And after that, he would win the NXT championship. And ever since then, he says this is his house.
You're absolutely right, Ray, as the NXT championship is going to be held up for the final time in the LS11 Universe. Introducing the challenger from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 215 pounds, the Cruiserweight, Pete Dunne. And introducing his opponent from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 221 pounds. He is the NXT champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles. Styles and Dunne meet tonight.
What's crazy, Xander, is they met not too long ago. I think over a few months ago now. And on that night, Styles would be the one to retain the NXT championship, officially getting his win back over Pete Dunne. They're now one apiece, Xander. It's all up in the air. One of these men is going to be the last ever flag bearer for the black and gold.
As now, Dunne pushes Styles off the ropes, ducks him. Pete Dunne, went for a clothesline. Styles ducked him. Styles and Dunne, these two have each other so well scouted over these last 18 months of battling one another in NXT. Fighting over this championship. This is not just the third time they've met in the ring. They've met in tag matches, in multi-man matches. They have met many times in this ring, but tonight is their third and final singles encounter over the NXT championship.
A direct test to see how good you are against them, Xander, in my opinion. It all's come down to this. Everything has come down to this match, Xander. And these two men, either one of them, would make a fantastic man to go down in history books as the last NXT champion.
And remember, the winner of this matchup is going to main event Clash of Champions against either the WWE or World Heavyweight Champion. As there's a suplex by Pete Dunne. He goes for a kick and Styles goes down. Styles gets kicked in the ribs and down he goes again. Dunne turns Styles over. Now Dunne grabs the arm of Styles. And Pete Dunne looking to snap the arm.
Styles getting back
down.
up here. Pete Dunne with a hit to the back. Dunne going for the German suplex. Styles gets out of it. Styles going for the German, but Dunne slips away. Going for the big elbow. No. Dunne with a kick to the midsection. Dunne. Hits him down into the corner into a seated position. Now he's starting to stomp a mud hole in him.
And now Pete Dunne drives AJ Styles into the mat. And Dunne picking Styles up to his feet. Pete Dunne kicks him in the ribs. Pulls him in. Dunne. Went for a powerbomb. Styles flipped out of it. And now Styles, oh my God, he's looking to end it early. AJ Styles gonna look for. Pulls him in. Here it comes. Styles Clash connects. Styles looking to end it early.
1,
Two.
2. No!
Dunne, one of the few men strong enough to kick out of the Styles Clash.
Dunne throws Styles into the corner. Styles! Oh, gets hit with a big kick. Styles trying to hold himself up. But Dunne now dragging him. Dunne dragging him to the center of the ring. Dunne, oh my god. Oh, stomping him. These two are going to get brutal to get this championship.
And now Dunne cover on Styles. 1, 2. No, AJ Styles kicks out.
Xander, like, these two are competing for a legacy here.
And now Pete Dunne pops him up and drops Styles out of the air. Cover. I don't think AJ was ready to fly on that one. No! Styles kicks out. And now AJ Styles is down. Pete Dunne calling him up to his feet. Pete Dunne. Right hook. Here we go. Pete Dunne's turn. Bitter end.
The bitter end connects. 1. No. Kick out there from Styles.
Styles and Dunne now have each hit each other with their biggest move. Their best move, and Styles kicks back up to his feet. Forearm. Oh, Dunne caught him out of the air. And now Pete Dunne, while Styles sweeps the leg of the Cruiserweight. Picking him up to his feet now is AJ Styles. Going for it again. Into another. Styles ducks him. Pele kick. And now Styles is going up.
He's going up high, Xander. Dunne needs to get some ring awareness, and he's going to his back.
AJ Styles, while Pete Dunne rolls to his feet. Styles, forearm off the top.
The forearm off the top connects. Styles picks up Dunne. Dunne now really. Oh no, here we go.
Second time.
The second one. Styles clash.
A second Styles clash. 1, 2, no. Close, but no. Again.
They're fighting back and forth there. Oh, another kick from Pete Dunne. Styles goes down. Styles was trying to retain his balance, but just couldn't. Oh, another forearm there. Dunne is just unloading on him.
Now Dunne grabbing Styles. Oh, tying his legs up here. And stomps the knees. Thought he might have been going for a surfboard stretch for a moment there. And now Pete Dunne grabs the leg of Styles. Dunne, he's trying to take out those legs. If he works over those legs enough, Styles might not be able to get him up for a Styles Clash. He might not be able to spring into a phenomenal forearm.
It's a great point, Xander. Good strategy there by Pete Dunne. Xander, who do you think this legacy will benefit more from a win tonight as Dunne picks Styles up?
Down he goes. I think both these men's legacies benefit, but I think Pete Dunne needs this. He needs this win tonight to tell himself, going into Raw or SmackDown, wherever he ends up, that he's still got it. Whereas AJ Styles, he's been champion for so long that he knows he's the phenomenal one. As now Pete Dunne went for a forearm, AJ Styles kicks him in the ribs.
And let's not forget, in the span of time these two men have been champion, they have put indelible marks on this belt that will mark its legacy forever. As Styles brings him down into the spinning stun gun type move. I don't know what you call that. It's Styles, an innovator of offense to say the least. Oh!
I felt that one. Styles just went splat on the outside. Dunne turning them around now with forearms.
Styles' chest can go flatter than the earth he believes in.
Can we just one time? As now Dunne picks him up, and Pete Dunne grabs AJ Styles. And Pete Dunne now with Styles head first into the ring post. And now Dunne again sends Styles head first. Putting him back up to his feet, and AJ Styles getting knocked back. Dunne throws him back into the ring. Pete Dunne following Styles now. Pete Dunne taking him up to his feet. Dunne grabs Styles. Oh my God, Dunne!
We're going old school. Oh, a pile driver!
A sit-out pile driver. That broke Stone Cold's neck long ago. As now Styles is reeling, and Dunne scoops him on the shoulders. But Styles, reverse DDT on the outside. Styles, he managed to avoid the brunt of that pile driver, and it's helped him get back into this one. So now he's going to go up to the top. Styles up top. AJ with the spiral tap. Nobody home. Dunne grabs it now, and Pete Dunne with a forearm to Styles. Kicks him in the ribs. Pulls him in. Pete Dunne pops him up and drives him into the mat. 1, 2. No! AJ Styles kicks out again. And now Dunne calling him up one more time. Goes for the forearm. Styles hits him in the face. And now AJ Styles grabs Pete Dunne. Pulls him in. Styles pops him up. And neckbreaker connects from AJ. And now AJ Styles going up the top rope. AJ Styles is up high. Styles spiral tap.
Oh my God.
1, 2. No. The spiral tap was not enough. Pete Dunne pulls him in now, and Dunne suplex to Styles into a cover. 1, 2. No. Another kick out from AJ. And now AJ Styles getting picked back up to his feet. Pete Dunne with an enziguri.
Dunne and Styles getting more and more frustrated with one another. Let's see what they can do. Oh, goes through the uppercut, doesn't connect. Oh, he's raking the eyes.
Pete Dunne grabbing Styles now, and oh, stomp to the neck. Pete Dunne stomps the neck of Styles, and Pete Dunne saying we're done. Picking Styles back up to his feet now. Pete Dunne grabs the Phenomenal One, and Pete Dunne with Styles headfirst into the turnbuckle, and again repeatedly ramming AJ's face into the NXT logo there, as now Styles turns around, does it back to Dunne. And now Styles punched in the back by Dunne.
Back and forth they go, Xander. Styles avoids. Styles gets him up for a suplex. Hits it. Here we go. He's gonna go for a cover. What's he gonna do here? Oh my God, he's looking for it, Xander. He's looking for it. He's adjusting the elbow pad.
Styles
He's
saying it's
calling
over.
him up.
This is the move that won him the championship.
Here we go.
Phenomenal forearm.
It connects, Xander. Here we go. 1, 2. No.
Pete Dunne kicks out again. How? How did he kick out again? Dunne with Styles now. Puts him in the ropes, and what is Dunne thinking here? Right hook to Styles. Now Pete Dunne with AJ. Off the ropes. Dunne with a forearm. Blasting Styles. And now Dunne calling Styles up to his feet. Dunne. Forearm. Another. Here we go. Bitter end. 1, 2. Styles.
Oh my God.
Styles kicked out.
These two will do anything to win the title.
Oh, Pete Dunne now up top. Pete Dunne. Oh, went for a stomp. Styles out of the way. Styles spins him around. Styles grabs Dunne. Pops him up. Brainbuster.
The Brainbuster connects, Xander. Let's see. And he's just stomping him out now.
And now AJ Styles pulls him in. Third time.
He hits it.
Styles clash. But he doesn't go for the cover.
Oh my God.
AJ now going to the
If
outside.
he hits this, it's all over, Xander. Here we go. It's going to be the last ever NXT champion.
Styles says we're done. Decides to flip sides of the ring, though. Styles getting a little closer, trying to get a bit more impact on it. Oh, Dunne catches him. Dunne pulls him in now, and Pete Dunne, DDT.
Dunne saves himself.
Oh, but Styles flips out of it now, and Styles and Dunne back to the outside. Styles and Dunne, game of cat and mouse going on now. Styles flips him around. Styles again, pops him up. Brainbuster again. And now Styles to the outside, looking for. Now he's going to end it, Ray. Phenomenal. No!
No! Dunne!
Countered.
Dunne countered. Dunne countered. Dunne
Pops
kicks him up, pops him up, leaves him in the air to hang.
And now Dunne grabs
No.
Styles. back to his feet.
Oh my God.
Third time.
Xander.
Bitter end connects. 1, 2, it's
three.
over. Pete
Dunne.
Dunne.
Did it.
Pete Dunne is a 2-time NXT champion. Pete Dunne is the final NXT champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an epic encounter between Pete Dunne and AJ Styles. They just went to war here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm just going to say, what a classic match. What a classic feud between these two they had. If you enjoyed as much as I did, I thank you for doing so. Look at, and we're going to get the one last visual here for NXT TakeOver, the end. And what a show, what a night for everyone here. Pete Dunne ends tonight the NXT champion, and he looks upon the crowd one last time, and he doesn't yank it away. Well, he yanks his arm away.
Well, that's just Pete Dunne for you. Your winner and the final NXT champion, the man who will main event Clash of Champions against either the WWE or World Heavyweight Champion, Pete Dunne. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for an incredible 30 months of NXT.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever enjoyed this show, I thank you. If you believe like I do that the new product is terrible, I'm sorry that this show has come to an end because of it. It's been a pleasure booking this brand for you, and I thank you once again. I've been Ray Wood. I've been the booker for NXT, and I thank you once again. I represent LS11 Universe. You guys have a good night.